Hello everybody. So today we have a BMW first series diesel engine in this car, and the problem is with the glow plug relay. Actually we had a fault, then the glow plug relay is not working, and in here you can see where it's fitted in. Actually to remove that thing you need a little bit of work, but anyway, what we're gonna do, we're gonna try to fix that thing. Hopefully we can do it. If you want to see how it's done, just scroll the video right to the end and you will see then the glow plugs is working. But as you can see now we have a BERU glow plug relay, which one is BMW original one, I reckon. And yeah, the new one cost like 70 euros, something like that. Probably you can get some cheaper one as well. What you can do, you can just get the top bit off of a plastic. It's pretty simple, and we can go closer inside and you can see it's a pretty easy stuff. The wires is broke down, they're like in the silicone covered in, but actually I don't know why, but usually things getting older so they have to broke down, and then these wires is getting off from the place where they've been touched on. And I don't know what the kind of welding is that, or this ultrasonic or something like that, but anyway, as you can see here, they are completely gone, all of them. So as you can see, the 4 ones is for the glow plug, like we have 4 cylinders and we have 4 glow plug connections. The little ones is for the control of ECU, and the first big one was the Manger Plus, which one coming from the battery. So what you have to do basically is clean that silicone off, get the grinder, because you need to get that aluminium bit off from these pads, because otherwise you're not going to be able to solder anything on. So that's kind of very important to grind all that stuff off as much as you can. And as you can see, it's even changing the color, because on the top you had this little layer of a different material, and when you're scratching it off, you can see under is a simple copper layer, which one is pretty good for a soldering job, and solder fits on, stick to it pretty easy. Of course you have to use anyway some flux. I'm using this kind of flux, and then yeah, it's pretty easy. You just put it on a little bit. You can use, I reckon, any flux, as long as it's gonna be alright for the soldering. This kind of tip, you can see it's a 218 RMI, which is pretty nice. I like that. Anyway, now we had 4 pots for the glow plugs. I already done the first bit, which one is for the Manger Plus. As you can see how easy the solder fits to the pots, because yeah, I've been cleaning it off. Before that I've been tried to solder it on without the soldering, without the scratching off, but it was impossible. So that's very important stuff. As you can see, I'm using a can foley as well, so that kind of gives you a little help. Anyway, you can use, I reckon, any wires as long as they can fit inside. The place is not a lot in there, so you have to be pretty use your place as much as you can. And there you can see how good it's soldering, so it's nice and lovely. And then this kind of trick, I think so, works for most of them, because the loads of cars have this kind of particular relay, electronic relay, because it's controls by the, I would say this controls a lot of things, because of temperature of car engine, coolant temperature. And now, as you can see, we are almost on the end. But anyway, simple stuff. You just connect those plugs to the steel, to the minus, like I done. Plug the original plugs on, which one coming from the ECU, glow plug ECU. And I done it just because I would like to see how the glow plugs is working. At the same time, you can unplug the coolant temperature sensor, as I done it. Yeah, then you find it out, is your glow plugs is alright, or the ECU gonna work. As you can see, we have a fault, coolant temperature sensor short circuit to earth. That's why we're gonna go in actual values. We unplug it, that's why it is. And we see the actual value says then minus 41.1 degrees, which means temperature sensor is off, is unplugged. So yeah, what we done, we that way activate the glow plug relay, so it thinks the engine is cold. Let's put it key on, and yeah, when you put a key on and switch ignition, stuff like that, it always comes on. As you can see, we switch off the lights and you can see how good they're flashing. Lovely. So the glow plugs is alright, they're working pretty good. So we definitely can plug back on the temperature sensor to make it normal, because we are in the inside, so it's normally 17 degrees, which one is okay. And then we have to go back to clear out the fault code. We had a fault code, which one's still stored. Anyway, we're gonna clear it out. It's done, it's deleted. So we check it again, and it's 0 fault codes, which means that everything is pretty fine with these glow plugs. Everything is fine with the glow plug relay now. Everything is fine with the temperature sensor. We can switch the ignition on, and then we're gonna switch on again, off, on again, to make sure there's no faults. As you can see, the glow plug not coming on, so that means everything is fine. The temperature sensors gives the right value, which means you don't need to start the glow plugs. Anyway, thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe on the channel, leave a likes, leave a comments, and I hope really then this video gonna be helpful for your problem with this car. Thank you very much.